right, so here she is, Bate Estaca, Jessica Andrade. It was pretty amazing to see her put a capstone on this UFC career and beat Rose Namajunas to win the title at UFC 237. She's a real problem here at 115 pounds.
She's a real problem, John, and she became a problem when she went down to 115. You saw immediately that the power and the cardio and the pressure and the ability to hurt people in a division where most fighters aren't knocking them out with one punch was possessed by Jessica Andrade. And being in Rio and watching her win that title, you truly felt the enormity of the moment as Andrade got her hand raised and the belt wrapped around her waist.
Yeah, she won 4 fights in the UFC at 135 pounds before moving down. No woman in UFC history has won as many fights as Jessica Andrade. Well, here she is again, and every time she steps foot into the octagon, you know what she's going to do. She's going to chain takedowns, and more often than not, her opposition has not been able to stop her.
Well, John, you got to control her. You're like DC. You know, you're like a kid in the candy store. I've seen this kid grow. I've seen this young lady grow from the amateur ranks all the way to where she is today. She's phenomenal. She embraces the grind. She works. She loves to be in the fight. She loves to get in your face and make you work. And you gotta be careful because the moment she gets to your hips, whether it be a single, double, high crotch, doesn't matter. She will secure takedowns. And once you're in her world, you're floundering, trying to survive.
And she walks into our fighter meeting wearing a t-shirt that says, Matt Return.
Oh my goodness. John, you are just, you like to tease me. You know how much I love that. She is a grinder, isn't she?
I need one of those Matt Return t-shirts.
Tuck your sweats over the top of your t-shirt, young lady.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jessica Estaca Andrade. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, Carla Cookie Monster Ezparza.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the 3rd man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's Jessica Andrade in another big spot. She has had so many shining moments in the UFC, has been a champion before, has been a workhorse for the promoter, stepping up on short notice in 3 different divisions, I might add. You can tell I got a healthy amount of respect for Jessica Andrade, and she talked this week about this matchup. She believes it's going to be a kickboxing match. She believes her striking is going to rule the day, and we'll see if that is indeed how the fight plays out. Man, she's worth the price of admission. This fight is just getting underway, and Jessica Andrade, the bull that she is, already just throwing wayward hooks left and right.
I love her. I love the way that she fights, John, because she leaves nothing to be desired. She goes forward, and she is just throwing big shots around the body. And the moment you get out of position, she'll grab you and just throw you on top of your head. She is a pull, double leg shot.
Oh, man, just slams her opponent to the ground. How rude was that?
It's rude, and it's filthy, and I love it because it has to be the most disrespectful thing in the world to be able to lift somebody, carry him like a baby, and then slam him to the ground.
Why are you going to go disrespect Dan Henderson?
It's just disrespectful. I love Dan Henderson.
We know. And maybe he's going to do it. Oh, she got out.
What a beautiful display of submission defense by this young lady.
Nice jab to the head there by Carla Ezparza.
Great job blocking that shot.
Great tempo to her striking game tonight. She is staying busy, and a nice series of punches again there.
She's in a great flow state. The hands are flowing, the head movement's going. She's doing a fantastic job.
You love that flow state.
I love it.
All right, so a storyline developing. You see a cut has been opened around her eye.
She's got a cut on her eye. She's been getting hit in that same spot. The cut's nothing too big right now, but if she doesn't protect it, it'll get a lot worse.
Connection and a right. Lead kick is true there by Andrade.
Oh, nice.
Big power shot there. Well, a bloody mess it is not, but that cut is getting worse by the minute.
It just keeps advancing because she keeps getting hit in the same spot. She has got to move her head.
Well, she said in these situations, what a shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking a massive head kick.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She doesn't have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Man, it looks like you could slide a $50 right into that gash on her cheek. Better to be there than above the eye, but not a great look either way.
Absolutely, and just a visual of that cut at the end of the fight is not a good thing. She was a little bit lax in her defense, and she's ultimately paying for it.
Here we are, early round two. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward. Fast jab lands there.
All right, so different round, same narrative, and it's the wrestler's hands. Not her takedown. She came here to box today.
Yeah, she came here to box. John, she told us that we were going to be very surprised at how good she looked in the stand-up. And to this point, she has proven that. But I wonder how soon we can expect a level change for her to try to take her opponent down. Because ultimately, you always go back to what you do instinctively, and we know that's a wrestler.
Andrade is able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. 72 total strikes.
Shot it double leg. Beautiful level change, leads to the takedown. Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Ezparza gets back up. Circling to her right.
Nice punch there.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Right on the button. Andrade's eye starting to swell now. And yet another hook connected there by Carla Ezparza. Nice job by her there to block that shot. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
She lands a nice leg kick here.
And that one certainly found the target. Well, she is clearly dominating and winning this fight, largely with her striking. The book on her coming in was that she's a monster in the gym. Hadn't really put it all together in the octagon until tonight.
All of her coaches talked about how special she was. And when it finally clicked, everyone's going to be impressed. Tonight, everything clicked, and you can see now that she has the ability to go real far in MMA.
She's got her back now. Oh, man, you can see her head bounce on the canvas. Heavy shot lands. Great kick to the body by her there. 30 seconds to go in round two. Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Carla Ezparza. There's the kick. Final seconds here of round 2. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way inside the octagon here at the end of the round. Quickly, they get her back to the stool. They got to work on that cut, and quickly. Well, she's dealing with a pretty big cut now. We'll see if we can isolate exactly where it happened in that previous round.
Man, she took way too many shots in round 1. She was not being responsible defensively, and ultimately she is paying for it because now she's having a real tough time dealing with that cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the stretch.
This is what happens with very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round. With those punches together, she lands a nice combo up top.
Ezparza's strike attempt there is blocked. All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight. All right, so again, she targets that swelling, and that would be the way to go, right? Continue to pursue the area in which your opponent has failed to adjust.
Absolutely. She's as smart as they come. You know, we always talk about her ability to beat up her opponents and find the best course of action, the best way to get a victory. She's done that tonight, recognized it early, and she has stayed on course.
Oh, that is wicked tight. She might have it. And maybe is going to do it. Oh, she got out.
What a beautiful display of submission defense by this young lady.
So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up.
She lands a huge leg kick. That's double leg shot.
Oh, and she just ruined her there as she slammed her opponent to the ground. I bet that hurts your back just watching.
It hurts my back. I'm sure it hurts your back. But it doesn't feel any worse than it does to that young lady that just got slammed on her back. I mean, she is feeling it.
We'll do it! Oh, smokes! No judges needed this time around!
Man.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. Really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Carla